Hello friends and welcome to the Flux studio. In this video we are going to show you one key shortcuts, or you can say that commands which uses only one alphabet key in AutoCAD. So our first command is by F1. What you can do, you can open your help menu or help tab, and by this way you can take help. By F2 you can open the text window. In this text screen you can see your statics or your previous commands. Now by F3 you can on or off your snap mode. Like if I'm going to make a line, it is not going to snap any endpoint or middle point here, so I'm going to on my snap mode. So by this you can see in the command line it is showing O snap on. So by F4 you can on or off your 3D snap mode. Here you can see in the command line 3D snap mode is on. Now you can off this. By F5 what you can do, you can use the ISO plane like it is on the top. Now it is on the right, the ISO plane is on the right, it is on the left, then top. So I'm going to use my ISO plane on the top. Now with F6 what you can do, you can on or off your dynamic UCS. By F7 command what I can do, I can on or off my grid. Here you can see that my grid is on. Now you can see that my grid is off. By F8 what you can do, you can have your ortho mode on or off. Ortho mode means if you are making a line and if ortho mode is on, then this line will rotate or move in 90-degree angles. But if your ortho mode is off, then you can see that your line can move here and there. It is free to move. So I'm going to put my ortho mode on. Now by F9 you can on or off your snap mode. Let me on my grid. By this way you can see that here you can see that it is snapping the grid. Like here you can see that it is snapping only the grid by F9. So I'm going to off this. By F10 you can on or off your polar mode. Here you can see that this is the polar mode. You can on or off your polar mode. By F8 you can on your ortho mode again. Now by F11 you can on or off your object snap tracking. Like I want to show an example. Here my object snap tracking is off, so you can't see any reference line, green reference line. If I will put my object snap tracking on, then here you can see a green reference line. So by this way you can have your object snap tracking. And by F12 you can have your dynamic input mode. So by F12 you can have your dynamic input mode. Like if I will put command say PL enter or L enter, it is not going to show in the dynamic mode, but if I will on this dynamic mode, it will show the command here at the lower right corner of the cursor. So by this way you can have your dynamic input mode on or off. Now friends, I am going to show you some more commands. Like by Control Q you will have your quick save option. By A enter you will have your arc. Here you can see. By Z enter you will have your zoom option, and from here you can see all of the options and you can enter the option. Like if I want to zoom all, then I have to put A enter. If I want to have zoom center, then I have to put C enter. Like this you can have your options here. By W enter you can make window of a drawing file. Like if I want to make a window of this drawing file, then I can make a window and I can give a location here and I can save it, and you can see that I have this as my new block. Now friends, by S enter you can stretch your walls, your lines or polylines. Like here you can see that you can stretch your polylines or lines or the wall you have made, but you can't stretch the hatch because it is not annotative. By X enter you can explode a block. So by B enter you can make a block and name it. After that you can explode it by X enter, you can explode your block. By E enter you can erase any object or line. Select the object and then hit enter again. You can erase the object by E enter. By C enter you can make circles. By R enter you can redraw or refresh your file, and by RE enter you can regenerate your model. By F enter you can do fillet, like this is my one line, this is my second line. If I want to fillet it, I can do with F enter and you can fillet it. By V you can have your view option. Here you can have different view options. You can set your cameras and your current view. By T you can have text, so you can write anything and you will be having your text. By G you can create a group. By G enter you can create a group and name it, like if I am going to make circle. Here you can see that this is acting as different objects, but by G enter what I can do, I want to make a unnamed group and I want to select it, so I will select it and hit OK. Then you can see that it is acting as the same group. By B enter you can create a block, that I have told you earlier how to create a block. You can hit B enter. From here you can name it. You can take a pick point here. You can select the object again. Now you can select the behavior of it and you can hit OK, and by this way you will having your block. And by X enter you can explode this block. By H enter you can give hatch to your walls, like let me show you. If I am going to make a rectangle, by REC enter, and if I want to hatch it, what I can do, by H enter I will select a pick point and I can do hatching into it. Now by J enter you can join two lines, like if there is two lines, you can say that if it is parallel to each other and if these lines are at the same line, so what you can do, you can join it. So for parallel, so for the parallel and the lines in the same line, you can join it by J enter. By M enter command you can move any object where you want. By I you can insert a block or drawing into the current drawing. By I you can browse your different blocks, or you can browse your different you can browse different blocks, objects or windows you have made and you can put into your drawing file. By O enter you can give offset, like this is my line. If I want to give offset of 1 meter, then I can give it by O enter and giving the factor or giving the numeric value. Like It is asking specify the offset distance. I will give 2 and I can have my offset as 2 meters. By L enter, you can create lines as I have shown you earlier. By P enter, you can pan your drawing. So friends, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.